If you are someone who is struggling to remember the shapes of the chords, or who is trying to remember the shapes of new chords, then this hack is going to help you enormously. All you have to do is, whenever you are trying to remember the shape of any chord, for example, take A major, then you simply press your fingers on the strings gently but firmly. Okay, press your fingers onto the chord shape. Okay, this is A major. Let me give you a closer look. This is A major, which we normally hold. Okay, but when you are going to squeeze it, it looks like this. See, my fingers are squeezing onto the chord shape. By squeezing your fingers, the muscles of your fingers, they come into the contact of the strings, and by squeezing they actually create a memory of their own. Okay, why creating muscle memory is important? Because this sets the shape of the chord into your subconscious mind, and whenever you are playing in a song, you do not want to first stop and think the shape of the chord and then play it here. You just want to play it subconsciously, like I'm talking, I'm talking, I am looking at something, or maybe I'm distracted somewhere, but still I'm able to pull off these chords. Okay, sometimes I do not even have to look at the fretboard. So this is the benefit of creating muscle memory. You do not have to consciously think of the shape of the chord. Okay, it just comes naturally. Take C major for example. C major is like this. So when you are holding it, it looks like this, and when you are squeezing it, it looks like this. Okay, you can see that my fingers are gently squeezing onto the strings. Okay, they are creating muscle memory. Okay, while using this hack, one thing that you must take care of is that you hold the chord structure correctly. I mean that put your fingers on the right strings and on the right frets. Okay, for example, A major is on D, G and B strings from second, third and fourth fingers. But if it is on the second fret, okay? But if you hold it on the third fret and then you play, imagine playing it like this. Okay, you are playing it and you are thinking that this is A major, then your finger will create a wrong memory. It is actually A sharp. Okay, it is A sharp, and you do not want to mistake A sharp with A major. It is a blunder. So make sure your fingers are on the right frets and on the right strings. If you hold C major like this, then C major is on first, second and third frets, and your first finger is on B string, second finger is on D string and third finger is on A string. But if you move your second and third fingers down one strings, then it becomes the beginner shape of F major. Okay, but if you play it considering it as C major, then your fingers will remember it as C major. Imagine the kind of adverse effect it can do to your learning as well as to your playing. Yeah, the song, the melody demands C major and you are playing F major, so it will all go wrong. So that is why while squeezing your finger onto the strings to remember the shape of any chord, it is important that you hold the chord structure correctly on the fretboard. Okay, I'm currently learning this song, and it has a bunch of new chords. Okay, like B7, B minus 7, D sus2, F over C, F over B. I mean, these are the chords that I have never played before, especially the over chords, F over C, G over B or G over D. They are quite new to me. So when I was playing this, when I'm playing this song actually, so I have to remember these chord shapes immediately because the chords are changing. Okay, each line has two chords, so I have to change the chords almost immediately, and for that I have to remember the shape of the chords in the correct manner. And when I was trying to remember B minus 7, all of those shapes, it all became a mess. I was mistaking G over B with G over D. Okay, I was mistaking B minus 7 with B7, A minus 7 with A7 chord. So it was something that I did not want to go for. Okay, so what I did, I simply used this hack. I squeezed my fingers on B minus 7, and there I remember it. Okay, this is B7, and if I remove my index, then it becomes B minus 7. Okay, this is G over B chord, G over B. This is G over D chord. Okay, so it was easy for me to mistake G over B with G over D. Okay, but by squeezing my fingers onto the strings, onto the right structure, I gave the muscles of my fingers a chance to remember the chord shape, and this is how I solved my problem. Okay, so this is a very beneficial hack. Make sure you learn it, and it is applicable. The best part is that it is applicable to any guitarist. Okay, well, I hope that you find this hack useful. If you do, don't forget to let me know. And thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to like, comment and share, and I will see you in the next.